Ang video na to ay handog ni cdkoffers.com. Marami kang mahahanap na iba't ibang uri ng software dito. May games, apps, activation codes for Windows 10. Check out our video on CDK Offers in the video description. Mabilis, mura, and syempre legit dito. Madali lang mag-order, search for the software you need, add to cart, check out, daan ka sa payment options nila, wala pa isang minuto, finished. May legit working CD key ka na sa software na pinili mo. Gamitin ang aming promo code para makakuha pa ng extra 20% discount sa purchase mo. Kung naghahanap ka ng mura, legit, and original software, check out cdkoffers.com.
Test. Okay, my microphone's working. All right, just a moment. Let me get the Discord audio in. I don't know why the Discord's not working, guys. Just a moment. Hey, Jared, can you give me a sound test?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, very good. Okay, Kevin, give me a sound test.
Hey everyone, good evening.
Okay,
Happy
good.
New Year.
Glenn, how about you? Give me a sound test.
Mic test. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
mic test.
All right. Okay,
All
so
right.
everyone can hear? Okay. Busy din ngayon dito sa bahay, sa Portlaw. Okay, guys. So, ano yun? Sorry about that earlier, guys. Hello, Internet. I'm Rafael from Hardware Sugar. I'm taking over for Anton for tonight's interview with Player One. Not Ready Player One, but Player One, which is a local Filipino gaming chair manufacturer. So, we're joined here today by Gerard, Glenn, and Kevin, who are the founders and the owners of Player One. And by the way, you can see their store on Lazada and Shopee ba?
No,
Just Lazada.
Just Lazada. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Good na. Oh, thank you, Pao. Thank you, John Kirby. Yeah. Okay, dokes. All right. So, let's start off with number one. What is Player One and where is your office?
I'll be the one to answer that. So Player One, it's actually a very long story. Is that fine?
Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, because me, Kevin, Glenn are buddies, man. We've been together for a very, very long time, and it's a testament that we're also thesis mates in college, in the same college with the same course. So we've been together for a very long time. Yeah.
Anong college yan?
And CSB, College of St. Benilde. We're all export management. Yeah. So basically, man, we're your typical, college gamer people. After a class, we'd go hang out and eat and obviously play a lot of games, man. We played a ton of games back in college. Like, aside from the studying, all we did was eat, play. Basically, that's what we did, man, back in college. So we were typical like gamer dudes back in college, and after thesis, we everybody kind of drifts apart. because we have their own thing. We have to take care of our, our families,
Careers, dude.
ourselves,
Yeah.
careers for sure. And the same thing goes for Kev, who has built his own steel fabrication factory. So everybody's doing their own thing. But at the end of the day, uh, in about a month or two after graduation, we were used to seeing each other like weekly. But then again, like I said, we kind of drift away because you have your own thing to do, right?
So, what
But
year is this that you guys hung out and you were gaming, so that the audience knows what age group and what games you were probably playing?
Around 2010 to
2010.
2014. Yeah.
2010, yes, sir.
2010, yeah, and we were playing like 2K,
Dota.
Dota,
Yeah,
Call of
Dota.
Duty, CS, anything, man. Anything
Yes.
we could get our hands on
So,
back in
you guys
college.
essentially lived in the comp shops in between classes or sometimes
Oh,
during class.
For sure.
So you were ano yan? You were
Yeah,
you were you were
yeah,
one of those
yeah.
guys who ano yan, tumatakbo ano yan sa late na class or ganun ba?
yeah,
Or workout
man.
minsan?
Yeah, dude. Basically, we were those dudes that who just wanted to play, man.
Uh,
When you had free time, get a
Even if we didn't,
controller.
even if we didn't play, we just stood there and watched other people play.
Yeah, dude. Back then, I think people didn't know the satisfaction of watching people play. Because now it's all just computers and everything. But back then in the computer shop, someone pro playing Dota in front of you, and you were like, what? How the hell is he doing this? How is he
I've
microwave?
spent my own time also in comp shops, and then the only people watching from behind na walang upuan were the girlfriends of the boys. They didn't look very happy. So I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Maybe
Yes,
it's a different generation.
yeah, when you went to MI before, there were a lot of people doing that, just watching.
Yeah,
Just
man.
watching.
You just watch.
Yeah.
It's either
Because
you just
it was usually full, so if you couldn't get a seat, you just watched other people play.
true. So yeah, going back,
Uso na dati yung live stream.
yeah, oh dude, yun
Live na
talaga
live
live
stream,
stream.
diba?
So how does that
live stream.
experience connect with your business? How did it get from gaming in college to building gaming chairs?
Yeah, so to continue the story is basically, Player One really started out as a passion project between three good friends. That's basically the start of everything, man. I remember we were like brainstorming the idea because we were at my house here and we were just playing games. And then we went to the balcony, to chill a bit, and then we were talking like, dude, like we should do something together, man. Keep up the because not only are we making a business, but we're also keeping in touch because we're the
Right.
partners, man. So, basically, we had this yellow pad paper, man. Those ones back in the college, and you just literally list down any idea you can put there. And we filled out that yellow pad paper. But even if we filled out that yellow pad paper, we still didn't know what to start on.
What
And
product?
yeah, and this is funny because Glenn was the one who looked inside my room and told me, Jer, you have a really good setup, but you have a crappy ass chair.
Ano yung upuan mo at this moment, since we're talking about the memory of where it started? What were you using?
Dude, it was like, I don't know, something wooden, like
The
with no,
generic chairs.
yeah, just like
Okay, generic
something
chair.
wooden with no cushion or anything, So because back then, man, I was young,
Yeah,
I
wala
didn't-
tayong budget. Wala tayong budget
Yeah,
para
dude.
sa mahal na upuan, di ba?
yeah,
Lahat ng
exactly.
budget pumunta sa PC eh.
Yeah. So basically that's how it started, and we were like, dude, might as well start with a gaming chair, man. Because we were looking at hardware stuff like SSDs, and all the other stuff, but that requires a big capital, man. We can't. Even the combined like investment of us three is not even enough. It's not even half. So that's when we realized, with a gaming chair, we can start small, because what you can make, what you can order, it doesn't necessarily need to be like 1,000 pieces or something, like to reach the minimum of that.
Did you at the time that you were conceiving of this idea, did you have any prior experience with business, or it was just like, oh, you know what, we graduated, let's do something? Ganun ba? Or may experience na kayo dati?
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, actually, Gerard and I work at our family business, and I have my own business as well. So we kind of have some background on doing business.
All right,
So that's we started on that.
What do you guys do? Since Glenn, I know about your steel making factory. Sorry, what is it? Steel fabrication.
It's steel fabrication.
Kevin.
Okay, and then Kevin, you and Gerard, what are your family businesses?
Oh no, that's no. Go.
But the
That's
steel
Kevin.
fabrication is my business.
I'm sorry, Kevin. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so
Oh, and my family owns a construction supply business
okay.
as well. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm asking because lots of our viewers are young, and it really starts out like this na, Uy, I like gaming. Okay, but now that I'm graduated, what do I do? And yun nga, actually that's why it's in the industry, we always ask for the origin stories and what prior experience you had before you actually executed your business idea. Ikaw, Gerard, what's your family's experience?
My family
prior?
business, my family business where I am currently in, and it's my day job, is what we do is we export coconut oil.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we export coconut oil to like the States, to Europe, Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're getting at. Okay. So the combined experiences of the three of you, we're like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a gaming chair because at the time did a lot of gamers have gaming chairs? Was it uso then? Kasi like for instance, yung RGB only came about like 5 years ago. I don't know when.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys know the history trend here locally for the gaming chair?
Well, we did a bit of research before, obviously, getting into or producing the gaming chairs. But prior to it, I'm pretty sure that it was on an upward trend, because not only are brands going into the gaming chairs as well. Because that's a signal to me that, hey, there's an opportunity there. If Asus is going into it, then there's an opportunity because they see it. So might as well, we take into account na, if a big brand wants to enter it, then there's an opportunity. If Secret Lab is able to do what they are able to do now, which is become the number one gaming chair brand, then there's a market for it for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And actually, I don't know if you're familiar, but are you familiar with LD's tie-up with Herman Miller?
Yeah, the Logitech
Logitech.
Embody.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the Embody one?
It's pretty expensive chair though.
Okay. Is it out? Medyo out. It's a different market talaga altogether. But I understand your point that gaming chairs are no longer just for children. They're really for professionals at this point who are willing to pay big bucks.
For sure.
Purposes of our audience, how much is, for instance, that Herman Miller chair? I think it's around 150.
It's around
90
I
grand.
think it's around $1,500. So
Yeah,
that's
I think it's around
55 plus.
Okay.
55,000, man.
And then
75.
and then some of the local competition like Rack Casap Elite, it retails for 8,000. The Panther Hero for 7,950, and the Bathala Dumagan for 7,500, and the Player One Ghost version 1 sold for 14,995.
Yes.
And the version 2, which came out 2 months ago lang ba?
Yeah, October.
Also 14,995.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's a disparity.
With the prices. So,
Yeah, for sure. I know.
do you want to expound on what sets there are two markets. What sets your chair apart from the domestic competitors, and what sets your chair apart from the international competition?
Yeah. Kev or Glenn? No, because for me,
Pwede, kasi,
go ahead. Glenn.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Glenn, go ahead.
yeah, kasi yung nasa lower bracket, ang ang competition nila is sino yung mas tight, sino yung mas maganda yung cushion, sino yung mas malaki. Pero sa player 1, iba yung binibenta namin. Yung story ng product namin. Being remarkable. So, differentiate kami. Di lang sa pag-present namin ng product, saka sa price. Kasi iba yung experience na makukuha nila sa 14,995 compared sa lower bracket.
And what is that experience if you were to summarize it in 3 sentences? What really is better?
Well, actually, the materials we use are of higher quality. Like we offer a chair with thicker foam. Actually, the headrest part of the V2 is softer compared to the other competitors. And like the steel base and everything, we try our best to give what's the best to our customers.
Can I also chime in on why as well?
Go ahead, Chart.
Yeah, because for us, what sets us apart is the kind of effort that we put into the chair. Because we're not just selling you, like sorry to say, but like maybe like OEMs or something. We designed the how it looks from the ground up. And there's another factor that comes in for me. It's because of the culture that we're trying to sell to people. Not to say that people who have other gaming chairs don't have this kind of culture. They definitely do. But for me, it's harder to sell someone the type of culture rather than the product itself.
Okay.
Because when you sell a type of culture, man, because that's what Player One stands for. For example, I'll tell you why, we decided to name it Player One. Because dude, we're all player ones in this life, man. And that's what being player one is about. Taking control of your life, understanding that, it's gonna be hard, but at the end of the day, man, you're player one. It's up to you. If you want to succeed, it's up to you. If you want to fail, it's up to you. So we're also trying to expound and tell people that you have to have this kind of culture if you want to succeed in life. So it doesn't really matter. Go ahead, sorry.
All right. So how does that philosophy integrate into the physical product itself? So see, Glenn mentioned and see, Kevin mentioned on the superior nature of the product as opposed to the competition. So let's talk about the individual specifics. The material of your chair is PU leather, polyurethane.
Yes.
All right. So, for not a lot of people know, but polyurethane leather means actually synthetic leather. So
Yes, correct.
it's I just want to make sure that if anyone asks like, oh, is it leather or not? It looks like it, and it's very difficult to tell the difference between actual leather and polyurethane. And actually, personally, since I'm also like you guys, I've been a gamer, and actually, I am actually obsessed with furniture. So, for the past like 15 years, I collect chairs talaga. So I collect lounge chairs, I collect and also computer chairs. So I've gone through 3 leatherette office chairs from Dimensiones. And my problem with those chairs was that after, they're great, super comfortable siya for the first 1 year and a half. And then the first problem that happens is the peeling of the leatherette. And secondly is the sagging of the cushion, but it happens already on the 1.5-year mark onwards, which is kind of problematic for most people because the warranty usually only ends in 1 year. So essentially, how would you like to convey? What would you like to convey to customers that won't happen to them? That that number one, the leatherette won't be peeling off after 2 years. So again, let's just focus on the leatherette mismo.
Yeah. Any of my part, Kev,
Sure.
Glenn.
Well, actually, it all boils down to how you use the chair. Personally, I've been using the V1 in my office for almost 2 years. but it's still in really good condition. I use it every day, and my office is not a very clean place.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty dusty because when you grind stuff and yeah, it gets pretty dusty. But I make it a point that I take care of the chair. I wipe it down every week at least, and it's still in well, I wouldn't say perfect, but it's in good shape. No peeling whatsoever.
Actually, I
Yeah,
have a
but
question. Oh,
yeah,
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go
no,
ahead.
no, go ahead.
Kaya dun sa sales procedure namin, send din kami ng aftercare procedures para mas magpatagal yung lifespan ng product. And nag-focus din kami syempre doon sa peeling. That's why we include a fabric cover to prolong the life.
What's the fabric cover is the thing, is the part of the blanket that you put over the chair. I saw that in some
Yeah,
of the pics.
yeah,
So that
yeah.
fabric cover, how does it protect the chair? The skin of the chair.
Well, the first problem that you know makes the peeling process a faster is because of the contact with oils and
Mm.
water.
Mm.
So basically, what the fabric cover does is instead of your legs or the body oils contacting the leather, it'll just contact the fabric cover. So what you can do is when the fabric cover is a little bit dirty already, you can just wash it
Mm.
and you can just put it back on. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a? I was checking out your warranty. I mean your care instructions. You have
Yeah.
your care instructions on your Facebook page and as well as your Lazada store. Is there a
Mhm.
story behind that? Parang it seems to be rather specific. Eh.
Well, no, not really a specific moment, but we understood early that in a hot environment, the
Definitely.
leather will definitely heal.
And it's because of the hot environment that we sweat more, and it's the sweat
Yes.
that okay.
Yes.
I never
And it's
understood
a
that, but
mixture
okay, I
of
get
the
it.
the sweat, the dust, the oils sticking onto the leather, and that will definitely like not be good for the product. I mean, for the leather. But at the same time, we provided the aftercare, like the instructions and service, to make sure that you take care of it, because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, anybody who purchases a product, you must understand that you must take care of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually,
For sure, right?
what brand
Because
of leather cleaning liquid would you recommend? Kasi on your care instructions, you have like use leather cleaning liquid on it, and then with a microfiber cloth, diba?
I would
Yes.
say, the ones that you would get in a
Hardware.
yeah, in a hardware store, they're all applicable. If it says that, if it's for real leather, then you can also use it definitely for PU leather. But again, there would be like a little bit of performance differences with some of the liquids that you find. Some of the more expensive ones and the cheap ones, there'll be like, I mean, the more effective ones will definitely be the ones that are a little bit more pricey because they put a little bit more of the chemicals and ingredients in it rather than the cheap ones. But not to say that the cheap ones are bad, but they're an okay cleaner for definitely for PU leather as well.
Okay,
So
so it's a
yeah,
combination of using the sorry, what do you call it? The sheet, the jacket
yeah,
for
the fabric
the
cover.
fabric cover, and number two, the leather cleaning liquid in order to prolong the chair's life
For
essentially,
yes,
and also
yeah.
not to sit on it when you're sweaty, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure,
sure
for
it helps,
sure.
diba?
Yeah,
Okay, I
we're
see.
but yeah, and we at with the development of Ghost, we were kind of like thinking if we should change from leather to fabric.
Mhm.
But then again, for us, it's a difficult decision because Ghost is the Ghost, man. If we started with leather and change it to fabric, then people might get a little bit confused. So with our business model, what we're trying to do is try to provide something for who people who like leather, and then uh, for 2021, we have something in store for people that are, different from what you normally see in the gaming chair industry. But for us, but I can't really disclose anything yet because
Mm.
we're finalizing all this stuff. But for us, it's a necessary risk, to release something what we're going to release in 2021.
Okay, I understand.
So
I,
yeah.
I am on a personal question. Why have you not considered mesh instead of the other two? Kasi
Uh,
in my mind, mesh kasi is it breathes. You don't have to worry about it peeling. In fact, sorry, I'm a bit biased kasi the chair I'm
for
using
sure, for sure.
after ano yan, kasi actually I get a lot of questions about this specific chair I'm using. This chair is going 7 years na. And
Wow.
actually, I did one attachment improvement over COVID, which was I attached rollerblade wheels. But
Oh,
really, for the
because
most
they're silent.
they're silent and they don't scratch the floor. But
Yeah,
really,
that's
what I'm
good.
really impressed about is mesh. And I'm not a chair maker, but I wanted to hear your opinion about how come there are not more mesh chairs? Or is it because there's just preference in the gaming community na dapat leatherette, dapat leatherette, di ba?
Yeah. You know,
Actually,
something in store for
Who
2021,
knows?
man.
Okay.
That's all we're gonna say.
Okay, all right.
There's something in store for
Okay.
2021, man.
I got you. Okay, so let's take a
watch out.
question from the chat. See, Pau. Pau is asking, I wonder, will it be tough to design a gaming chair that can accommodate up to 200 kilograms or more for extra allowance na rin sa mga gamers on the bigger end? Yeah, fair question. I mean, uh,
I'll
you.
be the one to answer that. Yeah. Um, I think it is possible, but at the same time, manufacturers they kind of go into the market where there's a there's a big chunk of people. So
Niche.
it's
Masyadong
definitely,
niche.
yeah, it's masyadong niche, but at the same time, it is possible. But at the same time, manufacturers have to develop a new kind of mechanism to be able to carry this kind of load, because you're not only concerned with the build of the chair, but you're also concerned with the mechanism beneath
Mhm,
that actually carries the whole weight.
mhm.
So if the mechanism is able to handle 200 kilograms, then the manufacturer would definitely try to make a chair that can handle this kind of load. But then again, it's all about the market.
And then the ghost naman, the ghost, what is the maximum weight allowance for the ghost?
The Ghost can comfortably handle around 120, but the real max load is around 145.
Okay. And then this is
So
the
we put that kind of allowance.
same weight as the original model or
Same.
nag or just
No, no, no.
no?
Just no. I think before we also pronounced that it was 120 kilograms, and it is 120 kilograms. But the max weight of the version 2 now is at around 145. But
Mhm.
before, the max weight was around 135. So there's an extra 10 because of the development of our steel frame, which
Mhm.
we reinforced. It actually helps the mechanism carry the load,
Okay.
kind of carry the load.
This
Yeah.
is not
I'd like
one.
to add
Yeah, go
something
ahead.
also.
Sorry, go ahead,
Sorry.
Kevin. Yep.
Well, actually, when we were working on the prototype, I was usually the one testing it because
Yeah, he's,
like last year and last test year, I was really heavy, around 270 pounds. So I was actually the one testing the capacity of the chair.
In fairness, Kevin, you don't look
Yeah.
270 pounds.
Yeah, I lost some weight during the lockdown.
yeah, man. Yeah,
I
man.
never I never left my room anymore.
This guy lost a lot of weight, man, during the
Oh.
quarantine. Because we're all like stuck at home,
I
nothing,
only
nothing to
eat once a day. I don't leave my room anymore.
Damn. Well, as you know, actually, it's a great time nga to sit on chairs that are comfortable during lockdown.
Sure, man.
Actually, a lot of businesses now have a promo that they will sponsor a portion of the cost for an office chair for their employees. Have you taken advantage of this in the field? Like I get a lot of people. It's either two things. One, do you know a good manufacturer that makes tables? Kasi ano yun, may tables and chairs. They ano yun,
Yeah.
the employers are willing to pay a small sum so that their employees are content at home.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's crazy, man. The quarantine really like uplifted the market for chairs and tables, because who would have known that, the quarantine would last this long, man. I never,
For sure.
like, for sure, like, everyone wasn't prepared for that kind of thing. So now that employees are working from home, people have people understand the importance of having a good table and a chair. Finally. Because everybody's always out there, out in their workspace and everything. But now they realize that, this is home,
So,
this is where I'm working from.
what is it that you don't like about other gaming chairs? Kasi obviously, you know what you want in a chair, but how did you get there? What are the things that irritated you about gaming chairs? The things that you don't like. The things that the regular gamer doesn't notice until it's too late.
For me, I really don't like chairs with plastic bases. Because for heavier people like me, I've broken those before. So I make it a point that I want to sell a chair that has a steel base. So it doesn't happen to other people who are kind of on the heavier side.
True. True. Glenn, anything?
Ako siguro yung yung kuha mo posture sa health. Kasi normally, long hours of work,
Lahat
gaming.
tayo na ganun. Nag-sit up.
Yeah, man.
Use a posture. Sorry.
So
sorry.
actually, I'm just sitting on the floor.
Okay. Sorry, Glenn. Go on.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, if you have a right chair, of course, di sasakit likod mo. Number one.
Who came up with... Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Jared.
yeah, for me, I mean, I don't really. Well, for us, it's more of the second like looking, the second like how do you say this?
Essentially, you're trying to catch people who are willing to look again. Essentially,
Yeah.
like your chair doesn't stand out at first, but it's worth a second look. Yung parang, yeah, uy, ano yan? Ganun ba?
Yeah, yeah,
So what is
yeah.
it that ano yun, that other chairs don't have, that they don't get that second look?
Well, this is from me, and coming from me. It's just the look of the chair, man. When people talk about gaming chairs, it always has to be, this crazy design, this crazy colorway, this racing look that, at first people really want, but at the end of the day, when for me, it's on a maturity standpoint. Maybe when I was young, I wanted to look very racy, very
The really
crazy,
flashy
yeah,
chairs.
flashy. Notice me, man. Kind of like notice me in my computer and everything. But you know, and as you mature, man, you start to realize that there's a lot more to different designs, to a more simpler design, to a more, like, I would for me, I would
Timeless.
say, yeah, timeless design. People would appreciate 10 years from now, 5 years before. Now people appreciate
Classic.
now. Yeah,
Ah.
it's very classic. So,
So
that's the look.
So
that
you're
we're trying
going
to
for
get.
a minimalist, black themed, simple chair that's quality, that's not flashy. It's not loud, but it's
No.
subtle. And then it
Yeah.
matches other people's desk gaming setups.
Yeah,
You can
And-
actually use it anywhere.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I've seen it. I agree that the problem with a lot of chairs is like sometimes they're bright pink. I mean, like,
There's
I don't know, parang mahirap din to where you're gonna use a bright pink chair. Of course, it's good for the first Instagram photo. That's my
Yeah.
understanding.
but
then after a while-
the female gamers, they're really into the pink one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But yun nga, you can't bring that into like
For
an
sure,
office
yeah.
building.
No.
Right? I mean,
No.
for its purpose of highlighting that you're a gamer and that you're a YouTuber or whatever, I'm sure
Yeah.
that helps out kasi the color pops. but for the ghost, actually, is that why it's called the ghost? Why is it called the
Yeah,
ghost?
yeah, because it's very stealthy. It's classic, and man, you know the saying that ghosts never die, man.
Pwede. Yeah. I'm sold. I'm sold. All
Ghosts
right.
never die, man. And I would also like to add na parang, you know, the design for me, it's on a psychological level. Na parang, these guys, if you're the type of person who puts in the work, but you don't really want to be noticed, man. You just put in the work because it's what you love, you know, and you're dedicated to it. It provides, food for the table, and you do your work the hardest you can, the most efficient way and effective way. So for us, this design speaks to those kinds of people. Now, I'm laid back, I'm quiet, but I work hard. You know, I work
Okay.
hard. I don't need all the flashing lights on me. I don't need that kind of thing. It's more of I'm a laid back person. If you got a family, I love them. You've got friends, you love them, but you don't. You're the type that who doesn't want all those the media and everything and socials, whatever. And for me, that speaks a lot to gamers because gamers are that's our market, right? And I have the same feeling with. I feel like most of the gamers that I can't really when I'm on stage, like I can't be myself or whatever because
On
I'm
stage,
nervous and
like online on stage.
no. I mean, like for example, like in school before,
Uh-huh.
we were very shy, that's the shy
Okay, I
gamer
understand.
type.
Okay, all right.
But then, when we present something, people get shocked, like, whoa, okay, so they're not really,
So
the
it's like a
the people we
power
assume.
hiding, a
Yeah,
secret
yeah,
strength.
yeah.
Okay.
Especially for gamers, man, because gamers, man, I feel like we're a bit, on the quiet side, man.
Mm.
Most of us are on the quiet side, but we got a lot of potential. Gamers always have a lot of potential, even outside gaming, man.
Mm.
Through their work, how they love their family and everything. We're the typical human beings, but we just appreciate games, man.
I
That,
follow.
yeah,
So actually, I watched a number of YouTube videos of unboxing the Ghost,
yeah,
and
oh
so
yeah.
lots of people were. I watched a lot of people assembling the Ghost, and I just have a personal question for each of you: Who is faster among the three of you? Have you guys actually timed yourselves like to assemble a Ghost?
Uh,
No,
uh,
It's actually
actually, we usually do it as a team. So
we do
Oh my
it
god.
together.
yeah,
We always do it together, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Like once Gerard and I assembled 5 chairs together because a customer of ours bought 5 chairs and asked us to assemble all of them in his house.
So you guys went to
Yeah,
the house, and then you just
yeah,
like assembled it there on the floor.
But
yeah.
this is like
5 chairs.
from a family friend, so everything was like chill. We were able to go to the house.
Hardware Sugar is actually also a store, so we also sell a lot of stuff. So, do you guys have any interesting retail stories to tell? Like, you don't need to say any names, but like, remember that time that I had to go to person A dahil ano yun? Galit na galit siya kasi wala yung screw, pero nandyan naman yung screw. May ganun ba?
Um, well, wait, let me, because I'm the one always like, I'm the one in charge of like the warranty and everything.
There
Well,
was this
basically, go ahead, Kev.
this customer who had an issue with the squeaky sound, I think,
Mm-hmm.
if I recall. But I think Glenn was in charge of replacing that or something.
It was in Glenn's area. But
Yeah,
when Glenn checked it, like, it's like,
yeah,
there was nothing wrong with
it's like
it.
normal.
yeah. But so far,
But
basically, that's it, right? There's not a
Yeah, there are just some customers that are maselan.
Mm-mm. I
So
understand.
that's
I was just curious
but
also what
yeah.
your what your problems would be since you're in selling chairs. So you also replace parts. If it's like if there's something wrong in one part, you can replace that part and you don't need to they don't need to return the whole chair.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, yun yung isa sa mga strong points namin since based kami sa Philippines, hindi na kailangan mag-order or mag-wait pa ng mga customers. And since nakikipag-usap sila sa owners, so mabilis ang serbisyo.
Yeah, true. Because everything, all the chats, we're the ones like handling everything. So you're basically there's no more like tree of information. It's basically when it's here, and that's us. So
I got you. So essentially,
The customer service is really good.
so the
That's it.
customer service is the owners, are the owners. There's no
Yes.
middleman.
no,
So
no.
there is an incentive to really accomplish any sort of complaint or problem or issue with the customer. Because it's
Yeah.
not delegated to anyone else. It's you guys. It's the three of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we haven't really opened up, the selling to like distributors or stores.
I was
It's
actually
not
going to ask, where do you guys sell? Just Lazada or Lazada and Facebook? Like if someone messages you on Facebook, like, hey, can I have?
Yeah.
Actually, can they on Facebook? Can someone order from Mindanao, or you tell them you have to order through Lazada?
If it's
They can, but
They
it's
can.
actually more convenient to order from Lazada. Because the shipping, I think one time, where did we ship that? Tacloban, I think. It was really, really expensive and hard to ship there.
yeah,
So
but,
we recommend they order from Lazada if they're from not from Metro Manila.
but if it's Metro Manila, I think it would be a lot easier.
So
I guess
again, if it's Metro
depends.
Manila,
If you want
who
it,
does
ask
it? Who drops it off? Who drops it off among the three of you, or you have
No,
someone?
usually, if
Sometimes-
we have time, we would personally do it. But most of the time, we just use couriers.
Yeah, because we give free shipping in Metro Manila. So when someone orders, as long as it's convenient, we can ship it out a day or two through Lala Move, or we can also deliver it ourselves if it fits into our schedule.
Ano yan? Kasha ba yan sa motor?
And actually sa kotse pa. Kaya medyo
grab
yung
car.
shoulder yung shoulder namin mas mabigat.
Yeah, because we've seen some gaming chairs on motorcycles, right, being delivered. And for me,
I haven't seen it. What you have?
For me, that's I would say it's
It's not
okay,
safe.
but it's not safe for the dude driving, man. Because
like
I mean,
25 kilograms
yeah,
on your back.
so I would imagine, what if something would happen to the courier? I mean, dude, that's on us, man. I don't wanna, right? It's like, so it's a lot safer
Baka,
with a car, so
I concur. In fact, nga, actually, to the people watching us, actually, Player One is actually there's an article about them on IGN Southeast Asia. You guys can check it out there. And
Yes.
since it's related, Hardware Sugar is also in IGN Southeast Asia for this precise problem about couriers.
Yeah.
People ask us nga who's liable in the end when the monitor falls off or something. So it's related. So check us both out on an IGN Southeast Asia.
But Rafael, I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
So what will happen what, for example, just a side note, what will happen? What if the courier like drops the monitor?
It depends on who booked the courier. So what happens is the courier is merely an agent of the person who booked it. So if let's say I booked the courier to deliver it to someone, I am in effect responsible to the customer if the item is broken. Okay? And I in turn can go after the courier for damaging the item. But the customer can only go after me and not the courier. Now, if the customer is the one who orders the courier, it's vice versa. I gave it to the
I see.
courier. The courier
Understood.
is essentially the customer now. He's an extension of the customer.
Yeah.
So,
Makes
wala na.
sense.
And yun nga, the point of a courier service is convenience. So, if you don't want to risk it, then come over and pick it up yourself. And so I guess I want to help out all businesses like that, including yourselves, Kasi in the end, naman, we'll be the ones blamed for whatever happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for asking that.
Yeah, we're taking down notes, man.
Okay, so just to be clear, you sell your chairs on Facebook and on Lazada.
Yes.
Okay. Any plans on selling it elsewhere?
Um,
Partnerships anywhere else?
Actually, none yet, man. Because to be honest with you, I think the kind of like distributor cut really hurts us, man.
Well,
'Cause-
I don't know. How much is the distributor's cut, ba? I mean, if well, you don't even need to give specifics, but so substantial, ba? Or
it
it's
is
not
it
worth
is.
it anymore?
I would say it's hard on us on a small business.
Mm-mm.
But if you're something like a big brand and you produce like thousands of these chairs, I'm pretty sure they can it's okay for them to for the distributor to get this kind of cut. But if you're a small business like us, it hurts, man. It hurts a lot.
Oh, I feel
'Cause-
you. I feel you.
Yeah, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the hard work, man. And we get like a smaller cut. So-
Do you have a place where people can actually try out the chairs and sit on it before buying?
Yeah, for sure. It's in our office in Green Hills. Green
Okay.
Hills.
So in that office, there's Sorry, I don't think I saw pictures. You have pictures of that on your Facebook page?
No, it's actually the family business office that
Okay,
I'm kind of
alright.
using for the because right now I don't think we're at the capacity to be able to
Rent a space.
rent a big place.
Right,
Yeah, rent a space for But later on, who knows? But that is a little bit far
Alright.
from now.
So good to know
Yeah.
that people in Metro Manila, if they want to buy your chairs, they can actually try it out dun sa Green Hills office niyo.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
And is that they have both? You have the latest version of the Ghost there.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay.
version.
Cool. And then so yun nga, the Ghost, it can recline all the way, diba? Like
Yeah.
like beds, like bed recline all together.
Yeah.
And it also has the like the tilt mechanism where it looks like the function of a rocking chair, but
Yes.
this time you have to put the weight on the back, so it'll move into this angle.
Demonstrate mo dyan, Jer. Yung inuupuan mo.
Actually, and is that the Ghost you're using, Jared?
No, actually,
That's the prototype.
sorry. When you look
Of
at no,
the old prototype.
yeah, the old prototype. So as you can see, there's no brand, there's no nothing. It's literally just the first prototype that we we brought in. So
It's still alive.
it's still alive, man. So it's still good, man.
So, ano yun, I am curious if it's possible to know where are the stores manufactured? Where are the chairs manufactured?
So basically, when we did our initial research, the cost of making it here in the Philippines is crazy. It's crazy, man. Because so right now, all our chairs except for the covers, the covers are locally made because those ones they're pretty easy to make. The capacity of the businesses, it's okay. But for chairs like the steel frame, the cold molded foam, I think it's all possible in the Philippines, but it's not in one place.
I understand. Okay.
So
hindi
it's
siya
all like-
centralized.
No, and that one hurts the most because you have to think of logistics. You have to think that this has to be on time, this has to be there when this is made. So not only is it time consuming on our part, because we also have day jobs, and we were thinking that we try to make it locally, but it's really not feasible because the prices would be extremely high. No, so right now, what we're getting our supply from China. Yeah, because
Everything is made from China, bro.
yeah, dude. I mean,
no, I
it's
concur.
crazy. It's crazy. If you've been in the industrial areas of China, it's whole cities of doing, all furniture on this side, And on the other side, it's like all jeans, and on that city, it's all whatever kind of product you can think of, man. It's
Yes,
crazy.
but as you can see, also our chair is designed from the ground up, so it doesn't look like the
Yeah,
design doesn't look like anything else.
Okay, because there were concerns that the Ghost is actually a chair that can actually be bought from someone else. It just has a different brand, but you guys designed it from the ground up.
Yeah, so specs actually we chose everything.
Okay.
and from the depths of the chair, everything was drawn, man. From in this yellow pad paper, on
That
a
on that
different
one
yellow
night.
I
All
mean, we
right.
were trying to brainstorm and everything. So our design, for sure, there isn't another like si- carbon copy of this design out there for sure.
Okay. So I'm just curious. It's just one factory in China that makes it, or and that you only deal with one person, and then after that, that person sends it over
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
for the
yeah,
most part. Okay. So
yeah.
you don't ask how they do it, just as long as they do it to your
Oh no, of
specifications.
course, we do
Or
ask like, is it ISO certified? Is the gas lift BIFMA certified? You have to ask these questions because I mean, it's a funny story, man. The good thing, there are good things in China, but there are also bad things. So you have to like focus yourself and try to learn the different parts.
Mm.
If you're able to learn these different parts, then and try to convey this message to the supplier,
Mm-hmm.
and in a way that he or she will understand, then you've got yourself what you want. But if you don't convey it, the specifics of everything, then they'll probably send you something
It's not
that,
gonna turn out good.
yeah, that's
I
not
see. I
gonna turn
see.
out
Well,
really good. You have to be very specific about
I can see
trying
your
to.
problem because you're trying to order a lot of some things from a different country with a country that doesn't speak English. And I mean, I was
Yeah, man.
you guys you guys speak good Mandarin ba? Because
Oh no.
No, man.
Okay,
And
so
that's
No.
that's the difficult part. But a lot of the Chinese suppliers, they they're good at English, but
mm,
but you have to look, you have to kind of like pin it down to this supplier. Okay, this supplier knows what he's doing.
okay, I
specifics.
got you. All right. So, Arian, I don't know anything about Arian, how to find Arian suppliers in China. And you just went on Alibaba, or I mean, like for someone who in the chat may or will watch the video later on, if they want to start building something locally also and import from China, where do they start? Ayan, this is Arian, your opportunity to help other entrepreneurs also.
Yeah, especially for the ones starting out. You know, for me, before anything else, before I tell where, there's not a perfect time, man.
Mm,
Because people who want to start a business, they always look for the perfect time. Dude, there's no perfect time. That's on our experience. We're all when we started Player One, it's all about, hey, dude, when are we gonna start? Oh yeah, this month is gonna bring in most of the sales and everything. So, but the truth is, there's no perfect time, man. I mean, the truth is, there's no perfect time, and just go, man. Now's the time to really like explore, especially when you're a young entrepreneur, man. When you're like 22, 23, and you're trying to figure out something, and you thought of something, but you're doubting yourself. Just go for it, man. There's nothing to lose, because in the end, man, if you succeed, then good, good, congratulations. But if you don't succeed, hey, at least you learned.
mm, most definitely.
That's good enough for your next business, right? So everybody goes through that stage of failure, man. So to all the small entrepreneurs or who wants to start a business out there, do just go, man. Obviously you have to be responsible for the parts, the warranty, and learning all the materials that you're going to use and how you're going to market it. But at the end of the day, though, there's not a perfect time to start. But now, these guys, there's a lot of, dude, the imagination and the business minds of the Filipinos, crazy, man. We're all set to be successful only if we do it now.
Oh no, for
Yeah,
sure.
right?
I want to
So
read
that's
something from the chat though. Earlier, I
yeah.
didn't get it. See, back to gaming Dao uses all your chairs.
Oh, this is a crazy story because
We actually
um,
interviewed back to gaming. Actually, I don't know. Did you see
Sir
that?
Mac, is that Mac? Sir Mac?
The one in the chat. No, no. Actually, I think it was Anton.
Oh,
It wasn't me. But we interviewed back to gaming. Sorry, Anian. Were you saying about what's
no,
your story?
because when we started Player One, man, we really didn't know who to talk to,
Mm.
how to do it, you know. But there was one company that really helped us, and I'll give a shout out to them now, NVIDIA GeForce Philippines. To all those guys, man. Happy holidays, and I hope to see you guys soon. So basically, the start there is
Nvidia number one.
yeah, man. NVIDIA number one, bro.
Wait, number one,
That's it.
card ko Nvidia.
Yeah.
Right.
No, so to continue it, basically what we did was we joined GeForce Community Philippines and syempre nung una nahiya kami magtanong, but you gotta man up. So we talked to the mods that told them that we plan to release this Filipino gaming chair brand, and dude, we presented to them and they were all smiles, man. It was crazy. We were nobodies back then. We were like, who the hell are you? You're like, who the hell are these three stooges, man? So they really set us up on like a good start. So with those guys, they were able to introduce people like uh, um, back to gaming, tips geeks. Shout out to Jesse Nohom, yeah. To Vincent Hauson, the geeks, and all those guys, they helped us kind of jumpstart our business. So, much thanks to all those brands. And yeah, then that's where we
Community.
are able to
Get to back
kumbaga
to
doon
gaming.
namin nakilala yung mga Back to Gaming, sila Sir Grant, sila Sir Marvin, from all these like different review channels, man. Shout out to all you guys out there. Hope you're having a good holiday, man. Hope to see you guys soon. So that's how we were able to know these brands, man.
Oh, you guys moved pretty quickly. Diba you started Feb 2019 ba? Tama ba?
No, Feb 2018.
2018. Okay,
Yeah,
so you guys been
2018.
around going 3 years na.
Yeah, around going 3 years. But we actually stopped this year for a moment especially during the start of the ECQ because we had to take care of other stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So
Did
so
you?
during
Okay, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Did you have a hard time with importing your products from from China? I mean, kasi nag-lockdown and stuff. Lots of people kasi are concerned that when there is a strict lockdown, things aren't coming in. But in my experience naman, parang things are coming in just slowly lang naman eh. On your end, what can you guys report so people be
Uh,
less concerned about, less afraid of the problem?
Kevin,
I
go.
guess wala namang problems dun sa importation. Kasi
Yeah.
parang normal lang.
Parang
Yeah.
normal lang.
Well, yeah, medyo. Except siguro kung sa November to December because usually
Daming orders.
pag Christmas
Yeah.
season, yes.
Okay.
But I
Nagtitinga
think
talaga siya.
I think it's more of the unknown side of the virus that we were kind of like scared to like bring in now during the quarantine because nobody really knew what the
How long,
virus
no?
what the virus could do. I mean, it could mutate and then stick on like boxes and surfaces, because during that time we were limited to the idea that this spreads through like person to person through contact through the
Droplets.
yeah. But who knows, man? Viruses can evolve. So we were not only were we concerned with what we were bringing in, but it was for the safety of the people. So that's why we decided to like chill first during the quarantine and lift
Until
it.
we knew for sure.
Yeah, until we knew for sure that it wasn't possible to be in a
To get
on top of
Transmitted.
a
sick from the
box. Yeah,
box,
yeah.
essentially.
Yes,
Because
Yeah.
exactly.
if that happens to us, then the conscience, dude, that's we
Right, right.
wouldn't want. Yeah, we
How
wouldn't.
how long were you guys down and out, and then when did you guys get back into it?
It
It
was
was a long time.
a long time. Yeah, it was
More than
Almost
a
a
year.
year.
Ah, no, dude. But kasi March, kasi lockdown was March lang. It's December now. When did
Yeah.
you guys sort of stopped in March, and then you guys got back on board in I guess October, kasi you released the version 2, di ba?
yeah. We got
Yeah.
them back around, I would say, July.
Ah, okay, July.
After the lockdown.
Yeah, yeah, because we were now thinking of ways to like improve the Ghost, because Ghost version 1 was,
Second
for
version.
us, was okay. It was okay. It was a good start. But then again, our promise for the Ghost line is continuous improvement. We're not just gonna leave Ghost as is, but it'll continue to evolve throughout the years. Maybe major changes or small changes. The important thing is that it's continuously improving.
Actually, speaking about improving, are there plans for other color options right now?
Uh, yeah,
Well, there's a possibility, but we
we're
can't
just gonna
say for sure yet.
yeah,
Okay.
we're just gonna say
2021,
2021
watch
is
out.
gonna be a good year.
All right. So ano yan? So basta your response to are there gonna be more colors? Are there gonna be different types of chairs? Or just be patient and wait for surprises.
Yes.
Okay.
All we can promise
Yeah,
is
bro.
there's always gonna be improvements on our chairs.
Okay. Do you
Sure.
have a estimated date when you might be making an announcement, whatever that is?
I would say
Some January, sometime around
End of
January or
I would
February.
say
So
Q1, something in
first
Q1.
quarter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Somewhere
sama-sama
in
yung
Q1.
upuan mo with the vaccines, hopefully.
Yeah,
Alright.
not only you get a chair, you get a vaccine. So
So ano yun? Let me ask about your warranty policy with your chairs. What is covered with that 1 year warranty policy?
what's covered is the factory defects, as well as, so for example, when I say factory defects, for example, when the mechanism is brought to you and it's already in a I would say not 100%, so like it's faulty, then that's an immediate replacement.
Mm.
But then again, for the wear and tear, it's not included, because the thing with PU leather is, people have to understand that when it comes to with PU leather products, you have to take care of it. It's not like fabric chairs where on end you can leave it for like a year without trying to maintain it. It's fine. It's a little bit smelly. It's with all those juices and all that, but with PU leather, for us, it's also like responsibility building for
Mm.
that person. Because if you purchase a product, if we purchase a product, you have to take care of it. You have to take care of it. My best example would be probably something be like a air cooler, an air cooler for PCs.
Ah, okay, okay, right. Okay.
Yeah, for example, let's say you bought your air cooler now, and 2 years from now, you haven't done any maintenance work. It's gonna,
So it's full of dust, essentially,
yeah,
Yeah.
for the air
Full of
cooler.
yeah,
dust.
it's full of
Okay.
dust, and it's not gonna perform as well as what you wanted it to perform during day one.
Mhm.
So for us, it's also about responsibility building for the person. If you buy this product, you have to take responsibility for it. Not just like 1 year down the 1 year, and you don't care about it. You haven't even wiped it down or anything.
Right.
So yeah.
About the material defect thing and that replacement, it seems to be an industry-wide policy that replacement thing is only good for the first 7 days. So, what's your indoor policy with respect to like it breaking down in 3 weeks after it's been bought?
If it breaks down in 3 weeks, then our policy is very simple. You Number one is proof.
Mm.
You have to have proof that this is not working as intended.
Mm.
You can send us a video, a photo of it, and if it and after maybe around 1 to 2 days of like looking at the problem and trying to talk to the person,
Mm.
if it comes down that it is faulty, then we will replace it.
Mhm.
There's no issue there. But at the same time, if we find something that, hey, there must be some kind of manipulation done
Mhm.
for this to happen, then we'll have to look at it first, before deciding. Because honestly,
Course.
some defects, they require, like, dude, you have to like dig deep into dig deep into the whole chair. Like, why is this happening? Is it because of the welding? Is it because of the mechanism? Is it because of the steel base? So we'll definitely replace those for
Mhm.
sure. Because, yeah, go ahead.
And how do you protect yourselves? For instance, if it's a material defect, do you send that back to China or be like, hey, dog, talagang this sucks. Can you give me a free replacement for this item? And then, I mean, I'm just trying to imagine what the Chinese factory is going to be thinking also. Like, oh, how do I know na talagang na defective na? I mean, like, assuming that everyone is, like, truthful, hindi ba logistically ang hirap din? So, yun nga, let's say you have to replace it and the item really is defective. How do you communicate with the Chinese factory on your end so hindi kayo malugi?
Uh, Basically, on the logistics side, what we do is we already order spare parts
Okay.
immediately. That for us is a requirement. If you're going to bring a batch of something, there must always be extras of everything,
Mm-hmm.
multiple extras of everything. And now for the claiming of the warranty to the Chinese, um, it's a hit or miss, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hit or miss. Some of them will tell you, sure, we'll replace it immediately. We'll, especially if it's like small items only, they'll send it immediately. But if it's for the big items, like, let's say, for example, the steel base broke or
Uh-huh.
whatever, we have extras for that. And then what we'll do is that we'll claim these warranty claims
Mm-hmm.
immediately. And then usually the replies to me are like, we'll bring you a new set on your next order.
Okay, so
You understand
okay, I
this?
guess. But
They're,
but it
they're,
but
they're,
it's
they're-
free naman. Like, I mean,
it's
but
free.
but
It's
you're already
free. It's
ordering
free.
from them again. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
forced
So
to order
it's
from
free,
them.
but basically they're telling you, we'll give this to you for free if you order again.
Another batch.
Yeah.
Pwede,
So that's
pwede.
that's why we came up with the plan that we have to order spares of everything.
That's smart.
Because at the end of the day, who will suffer? The business. Because people will tell, like, oh man, it took 3 weeks for player one to replace this, man.
So actually, Arian, my genuine fear about chairs is if something breaks, you need to replace the whole thing. That's not the case with player one. Usually, your problem is one part, and then you can just detach that part and then replace it with another one, which you have spares of.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
correct.
that's that's a really great thing. I would recommend that you market that more. Kasi, my understanding, my fear talaga is if something's broken,
It has to be
sometimes the
fully replaced.
yeah, sometimes even the furniture maker like Blims won't be able to replace a single part. They would need to take the whole thing and then you need to wait for a replacement. But it's good to know that
Months.
player one nga, you can just replace the part and you have parts on hand. And you
Yeah,
don't need
for
to
sure.
send the whole chair. So ano yung proseso dyan? You ask the client to send the broken part to you or you go visit the client and then you fix it?
Uh, well, there was this one example where we had to replace one part of the chair, but what we did was we told them to bring it to us via courier, the whole chair. Bring the whole chair via courier, and then we'll have to check it. And then actually, this is the case with Glenn. You know, when he checked the chair, there was really nothing wrong with it.
Oh,
This is
okay.
this is crazy,
Yeah,
but
there's also this one time when one of the customers had a broken backrest, and what we did is we checked first for the proof that it's really broken and it's not doing functionally,
Mhm.
and then once we saw the picture, the video, we'll send another backrest, and then if it is too far away, we'll just instruct them on how to build and take off those parts
via
through
video
video as well.
or through pictures or everything. But basically, you know, pero actually nakakatawa yung sa example ko,
Oh,
we actually replaced the whole chair
okay. So,
for just one minor mistake. For just one minor defect. Because
oh,
The squeaking.
yeah, yeah,
squeaking.
yeah.
So,
Because
totoo talaga yung squeaking? Or, okay.
no, it was
Well,
not true.
medyo
It's a
maselan nga lang
normal.
talaga yung customer.
Just
Okay.
we really replaced the whole chair because we understand that you know there will be like
Some clientele,
experiences like
right?
this
Mm-mm.
a lot more in the future. But right now, it's important for us to build that to build that customer satisfaction thing, like in their conscience. Like, hey, this is my complaint. You know, it's a small part, and then they brought in a new chair. It's like, of course, the guy is gonna be like super super duper satisfied with the customer service. But we all know, you know, we can't do this all the time.
Mhm.
You know, so I guess I think we have to improve on like how to determine,
Mhm.
you know, yeah, because we'll definitely work on that because sometimes it's more of a, to be honest, sometimes it's more of a judgment call.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's like, dude, is this real? Is this what? Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like, diba? So,
So,
but you can't really say that to customers,
oh
man.
yeah, of course. Actually, I just have a question
We've been there.
about the same client. So you gave him a new chair. Well, if there was nothing wrong with the first chair, weren't you afraid that he would just say, "Oy, ito rin nagsisqueak"? Did he? I'm just curious. Did he say anything?
I don't know, man. We just took the risk of like bringing him a new chair because
I guess
Oh,
wala na siya awal kasi
yeah, we haven't heard from the guy, man. So I guess he's okay.
all right, all right.
Yeah,
Uh,
but either way, you know, that's what's important for us now is that customers understand us and we understand our customers. In the end, that's a good
Because
relationship.
we've
That
been there, right?
yeah, we've been there. Man. It's crazy.
Been
um,
there with customers, bro.
do you guys go to ESGS?
Oh, I went to ESGS, the the one with the event, not the online event.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So you went
yeah,
last
yeah.
year. Yeah, there was an online this year, and then there was last, and there was 2 years ago. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just asking if you were there. Uh,
Yeah, I was there, but I think they weren't available. So I was the one with friends going
no, but
around.
you were selling chairs in ESGS.
No, no, no.
Ah,
As
okay.
just as a
No, I'm just wondering because I'm planning ahead.
mm,
So if you guys are gonna be in ESGS, we'd like to cover you there while we're also at ESGS selling
Ah,
stuff. So
yeah.
I'd like to. We at Hardware Sugar, we want to make a small community. Now we hang out and stuff like that. You're selling gaming stuff. We're selling gaming stuff. Let's help us. Let's help each other out. Well, I would invite you to ASGS. Actually, we interviewed the
I saw that. Sir,
organizer of
Sir Jobert.
ESGS. Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great
So,
guy. Stand
yeah,
up,
great
man.
guy. So
Stand
I,
up, man.
so I hope to see player one there in ESGS.
So
that's big.
People sitting on chairs on your chairs. I
yeah,
saw on
hopefully.
Facebook kasi there was a event. Nvidia ba yan? That event
Uh,
that people were
we
sitting on the
we
chairs.
yeah, that was the Nvidia event, and we also had one with with I think Zawi used our chairs for their like the summer assembly. Have
Kailan
you heard of that?
No.
This was
Oo.
in this is I
Yung
think
sa MOA ba yun?
yeah, this is in MOA naman. And I think Sir Jobert was also the one handling that. So at least we were there to experience that. Yeah.
Nice.
But having our own booth next year,
Well, kung wala ng COVID, I mean, I'm just saying,
yeah,
I'm not gonna be there kung may COVID pa.
yeah.
Definitely nga.
Well, guys, I'm just gonna go over my prepared questions to make sure I didn't miss any. Don't you?
Sure, for sure.
Um, let me check the chat.
I hope I hope you're not too stressed, Antonio. Rafael, man.
Oh no. No, I'm not stressed at all. Actually, it was really nice interviewing the three of you.
Yeah.
One last thing. What's your opinion on some people calling your chair as like the secret lab of the Philippines? You know, like people see secret lab when they see your chair. So what's your take on that?
It's definitely something we want to happen in the future.
But
Crazy.
people might. Are you afraid that people might think that it's so similar to the extent that they might as well just get the secret lab chair?
I don't think so. We have our own design. We have our own philosophy on the brand and the culture and everything. So I think that sets us apart from Secret Lab. But then again, Secret Lab is king. So for people to compare us to Secret Lab, it's like it's a dream come true, man. To be
Alright.
compared to the best gaming
Right.
chair
I
out
see.
there.
I see where you're coming
That's crazy,
from.
man.
Okay. So
It's-
essentially, it's a good thing to be compared to Secret Lab because that means that you're on
For
par
sure.
with quality.
For sure. Yeah. If people they just appreciate the brand and appreciate it for what it is. And man, when you said that, I can't help but smile because like that's king. You're comparing us to a king, to the king.
All right.
So hopefully, one day, we'll get to that kind of level. Hopefully, but Secret Lab, we the three of us have much praise for Secret Lab for what they've done because that stuff is hard, man. The marketing worldwide, having brands, having different games, like combined with the chair and different esports organizations like OG, Liquid. Those are top tier esports teams, man. And to be partnered with a gaming chair, that's like the dream come true, man.
All right.
It's crazy.
One day.
Well,
One
guys,
day, one day,
we're
one day.
I think this is a great interview so far. Do you
Yeah,
guys have
man.
any last words for tonight?
Glenn, would you like to say anything?
Kev,
I'm good.
You're good.
So basically, I'll so basically, we'd like to thank you and Sir Anton for like giving us an opportunity to be part of your show. This is the first time we we got interviewed live. So this is all like new to us, but you made sure that it felt like college, man. This conversation felt like college.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
just like hanging out with friends.
Well,
You made
actually,
it
it helps that all four of us were Taft people.
the connection.
Hanging out in the same spots.
Yeah. So basically, we'd like to give thanks to you, to all the brands and reviewers that we've worked with throughout the year, this whole year and last year. We'd like to thank them. Hope you guys have a incredible holiday season, even though we're like, this is something new to us, man. The quarantine, all the masks and everything. But at least we all got together here. We're still all alive. We still love gaming, and there's no way to go but up for all of us, man. It's
Thank
crazy.
you, Gerard. And thank you, Gerard, Glenn, and Kevin for joining us on this just before New Year's Eve. So
Yeah, it's great.
we're wishing you
Result day.
we're wishing you a lot of prosperity next year. And we look forward to the Ghost 2, the Ghost version 3 na mesh, na white, Ay, sorry. Ganun ba?
So not exactly.
Alright, sige.
You're close. You're close.
Okay,
Maybe.
sige. Alright,
Yeah.
so this is in the industry. This is our last in the industry episode for the year, and we will be seeing the
Year
rest of
ender.
you guys next year. And one last question from the chat. Let me just go check. I think I got naman all of them. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, thank you for joining us. I'll just count down.
Thank you, brother.
I'll just count down our don't leave yet. I'll just end the stream. So,
Alright.
guys, good night and happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.